It's Game On. They don't make many like this cat. Minnesota's own extreme superstar in the house to talk about gold after injuries nearly killed him. Launching Levi is here. The Hive's been hopping. The young lacrosse kings from St. Paul are warming up, and we're one-on-one with one of the game's brightest young talents. Fresh off one of the region's top bouts in years, boxing's rebound continues. Tony G is back with Tony Time to fill us in. And with snow on the ground and cold nipping at us, let's talk summer and make plans for golf for a good cause. Fasten your seatbelt. It's time to get your game on. Greetings again from the Dakotas to downtown Minneapolis. You found Game On right off Nicollet Mall. Yes, we're in the dog days of winter, but we're tucked inside the local, a show full of champions just for you. And it is great to be with you again. Rod Simon's Game On TV. And yes, we've loaded up a show full of champions from lacrosse to extreme sports to boxing's best, just for you. And we have thrown the chef in there for a few good little tidbits here from the local as well. We have loaded it up, so let's get after it. As we always do, we start Game On by the numbers. And when we look at the numbers, Twin Spring Training is now in high gear. Full team has reported. The Wolves are enjoying the All-Star weekend. They get busy with the second half in just days. Viking trade talk continues. Draft preparation starts for the end of April. And the Twins home opener, 42 days away. Could be more excited than to start with Mr. X Games two-time gold medalist. It's launching Levi Lavallee back. How are you?
Oh man, I'm doing awesome. I'm feeling really good.
It's great to have you here. Where are the gold medals?
What I do is I leave them at home because otherwise I lose them. So
you lost your first one.
I lost my first gold medal and I found it over a year later. It was in a box in the back corner of my garage. So.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So you're back from the X Games. You dominated in your events. What's it feel like now that it's over?
No, I tell you what, I'm still excited because I wasn't able to compete since 2010. So this year coming back, I'm looking at things. I'm like, man, I haven't been able to jump. I haven't been able to do really anything other than distance jump. And distance jump and get hurt. That's about all I've been doing the last couple of years. So I came back and I really went there like hoping that I would be functional, and to walk away with 2 gold medals, I mean, it was like unreal. So I was pretty excited.
So when you got there and you saw everything unfold, and there was unfortunately a death in the sport happened outside of the event, and as things were unfolding, did you have a really good feel of what you were about to accomplish?
I honestly, I just went there and I was just trying to do the best I could. And, and like you said, unfortunately, Caleb had a bad accident, and at the time, none of the riders knew the size of the accident. I mean, we saw him get up and walk off.
And he actually walked off and later passed away from complications. And did that bother you at all, or were you able to work without it?
Yeah, I mean, during the event, you look at that and you just have to stay focused on what you're doing. So I just went out there and did my run, and it worked out. But I mean, afterwards, obviously, we all have been affected from Caleb's incident, and all you can do is pray for the family and hope that we can make better protect the riders in the future.
And it's dangerous stuff what you're doing. I'm watching video of you up in the air and you're spinning with the snowmobile, you're hanging. There aren't very many people in the world that can do what you do.
I mean, it's, the one thing is like, yes, it's definitely dangerous, but we do everything we can to prepare to make sure that every detail is covered. We spend countless hours in the foam pit practicing, so if you do have a crash, you land in the foam and you're okay. So, I mean, a lot of practice, a lot of preparation goes into it prior to going to X Games and doing this stuff. So there's no way you would just go out there and say, hey, feel like doing a Superman backflip, here we go, So.
Yeah. So how do the gold medals rank with some of the other jumps that you've done? Last time we talked, last summer, we had talked about the San Diego effort and some of the magnificent jumps you've had. Are the gold medals the top?
The gold medals I'm pretty excited about them, just because, I've won some gold medals in the past at X Games and done some good things there. But I'm getting pretty I'm getting older, later in my career, and to come back from not being able to compete from injuries, it really has a special place, these gold medals, just because it was like, I wasn't sure how it was going to go, and that just kind of like reassured me that, hey, you're still in the mix, you're still okay at this.
You're not even very old. Do you have some of the young guys coming up saying, I've been watching you all this time and you're my hero kind of stuff?
The best part is my two teammates, Jake Scott and Kyle Pauline. Jake's 18, Kyle's 21.
Oh my God.
And they're so young in their career, and I look back and I think about when I was their age and the struggles and the things that I had, and it's fun for me now to be able to like say, hey, if you do this, you'll be able to avoid this obstacle in the future.
Yeah.
So it's nice working with those guys. But yeah, they jab me every once in a while, being like, "Hey, old timer."
Nice. So does it slow down for you at all from this point to the summer?
I'll be pretty busy still. That's the one fortunate thing is I've got a lot of great sponsors, and they've got all kinds of cool ideas for me to run all over and do fun things. So I'll stay busy.
They're everywhere. I love that.
No, I'm very fortunate to have a great group of people behind me, and they keep me busy for most of the season and the off season. So I couldn't thank them enough.
Well, we're delighted. We're your biggest fans.
I appreciate it.
GameON loves launching Levi. He's back, bigger than ever. Check him out at GameOnTVMN.com. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Always here on GameON. Don't forget, we'd love to have you join us for a GameON taping. We'll be at Cooper in St. Louis Park at the Shops at West End on March 5th. Keep your game on with our Facebook, Twitter, and all our updates at GameOnTVMN.com. Fans are always on our mind. Voice of the fan asking, are you in football withdrawal?
Absolutely. Sundays are not the same without football, hanging with the guys, struggling to find things to do right now on Sundays. Nothing to do.
On deck, the Hive is humming. You're going to meet one of the brightest young stars of the Minnesota Swarm. Next on Game On.
The Timberwolves Meal Deal, presented by Papa John's, is a great way to save money and watch Kevin Love, Brandon Roy, and Andre Kirilenko bring a playoff atmosphere back to Target Center. For just $25, you get an upper-level ticket, a hot dog, chips, small Pepsi, and a coupon for a free large Papa John's pizza. Tickets are only available for purchase in advance of game day. To purchase your meal deal tickets, go to timberwolves.com/meal deal. The Minnesota Timberwolves. Wolves United.
I'm Randall McDaniel. As a former Minnesota Viking and a member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, I know how important it is to fuel up to be successful on and off the field. Now, I work with third graders, and I see firsthand the positive impact exercise and good nutrition has on my students. As a partner with the Taste of the NFL and the NFL's Play 60 program, I'm proud to do my part to make sure kids get the nutrition they need. Please help us kick hunger in America and encourage an active lifestyle by supporting the Taste of the NFL and the NFL's Play 60 program.
I'm Meat Sauce from KFAN. My weekly trivia question is courtesy of Bar Abilene. Name the oldest team in Major League Baseball. Don't touch that dial. The answer before the end of Game On.
Welcome back to Game On, powered by The Local. Great to have you with us. Meet Shayne Jackson. He's one of the newest members of the Minnesota Swarm. Not just a member. 4th overall selection in the last draft. Great to have you on board, and welcome to town.
Thanks for having me.
And for all you Viking fans out there, don't worry, he just likes the hat.
Yeah.
You're not a big Bears fan.
Not a big Bears fan at all, just
No.
like the symbol.
And it's a disclaimer that it's pretty good to get out there for Viking fans because there are a number of them out there. You're having a great time. You know, you come to a team that is known for its scoring, and already you're second in scoring. What gives? You're a rookie.
I don't know, I've just been lucky. It's been going in for me. So, I wanted to come in and produce right away, and I've just been getting good bounces, and thank God it's been going in.
You like this, being a part of this team?
Yeah, I love it. All the guys are great. It's a young team, too. I think our oldest guy is 29 years old, so it's good. And there's 10 of us that live here, so it's good to be with the guys all the time, and it's a good young team. It's fun.
He's kind of understating his value to the team. Already, you have 2 hat tricks. What was that like getting your first one? Was it against Toronto?
No, I was in Buffalo.
Oh, it's in Buffalo. That's right.
It was pretty cool. It was 16,000 people, and like your first ever game, and to score in front of that many people, it's really cool. And I was just glad to get it out of the way. I didn't want to go a couple games still fighting to get that first goal.
He's a native of Toronto. You might say, well, what gives, why not hockey? And it's one of the questions I asked you.
I wasn't as good as I was in hockey as in lacrosse, so I decided to stick lacrosse and get some schooling out of it.
Yeah, but you stayed with hockey for a little while, though.
Yeah, I played all the way till high school, and then freshman year in college, I stopped.
Yeah. Isn't it kind of like a high school requirement that you're playing hockey?
Yeah, it's a Canadian
Canada?
requirement. Yeah, it's a Canadian requirement that you play. I wasn't that good, but I played.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Ultimately, scoring championship, would you like to have that under your resume?
I mean, it's not the only thing on my mind. It's not the one main thing on my mind. The main thing's obviously national championship, and if that happens, I'm a long way away from it, but if that happens, it happens. If not, it's also fine with me.
We are so excited to have you here in town. Number 32, when you're watching the Swarm games, get out to the Hive, check them out. You like the electric atmosphere in the XL Energy Center.
Oh yeah, it gets really loud in there. You score a goal and everyone starts singing our goal chant song. It's pretty cool.
My daughter loves it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's on her iTouch.
Really?
Yeah, loves that stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks for being with us,
No
Shayne.
problem. Thanks
Great to
for
have you
having
here.
me.
We'll have you back. Thank you. Shayne Jackson, number 32 of your Minnesota Swarm, only here on GameON. You can get your GameON anytime. Download our new app for iPhones and Android too. It's full of shows, sponsor links, great inside information. We also link you to our show website. It's packed with good stuff. And then check out our partner site, purplepride.org. So go ahead and bookmark us at GameOnTVMN.com. Fans always come first. Voice of the fan asking, are you in football withdrawal?
No. My team plays on Saturdays.
That team is?
St. John's University, Collegeville, Minnesota.
On deck, talking boxing. It's Tony time on Game On.
You gotta hold okay. You gotta
Sit around high, loads up, fire scores.
got a hold on my sleeve, I can't leave. They murdered the original me and I can't grieve. So this is who I make.
Anyone's gonna catch him right in, shoots and scores with the corkscrew shot.
Whatever they worth. Get my mama crib in the burbs. You know, fit in the mean and all of the in between.
Shoots and scores. The Swarm win it in overtime.
Gotta hold me. Gotta hold okay.
It starts your morning with the forecast, then watches your energy use all day. It can change your temperature from anywhere in the world, prevent you from heating and cooling an empty house, and still give you a comfortable welcome home. The iComfort Wi-Fi from Lennox.
The most advanced comfort control solution available anywhere is now available for your home.
So call Liberty Comfort Systems and make your home a smart home today.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
It is Tony time. This is Tony G, the man, and that is Golden Caleb Truax. Great to have you. I'd shake your hand, but there's a cast. What's up with that?
I got a little war wound from my fight with Vanda.
That's
some
right.
surgery and broken thumb, so I'm out for a little while.
He won it was the decision over Matt Vanda a couple of weeks ago, the big fight, nearly 5,000 people, and we're showing pictures of it, great stuff, but did you know that you had hurt your hand during the fight?
Yeah, I heard it, I think like third or fourth round, and it kind of affected me a little bit, but I just had to push on through and go ahead with the task.
Nice stuff. Tony G, the fight was everything you thought. It was a great card. Overall, you had to be pleased with the card and the main event.
Yeah, I mean, it was fabulous. Again, it was one of the best fights that Minnesota's had. It was everything that we projected it to be.
Yep.
Some of the local undercard fights were amazing. You know, we got Tony Lee came out with a tremendous victory. It was nice to have Muhammad Kayango back. Jeremy McLaurin returned to the card. John Schmidt was on there doing his deal. Charles Meyer had probably one of the best fights of the evening.
You met Charles Meyer right here?
Yeah, Charles.
Yep, Tony Tom.
Number one daddy.
Number one daddy,
We're
that's
campaigning
right.
the new number one daddy.
That's right. And the main event was, as the pictures will indicate, it was as rough and tumble as you thought it was going to be.
Well, Matt Vanda he's a true warrior, and he brought it. You know, not only did he bring it physically, but mentally he was in the fight, and it was just, it was a tremendous fight from front end to back end. The fight was just a war.
And I'm really glad you have that on, because I'm going to tell you something that we talked after the one loss down south, and the one thing that you kept saying was, when you look at the body of your work, you need to start earlier, and you're doing that now, and it's paying big dividends.
Yeah, that's one thing I had to work on. That's why I lost that fight against Jermaine Taylor, and that's the thing we had to remedy, and I'm on my way to doing that, and just want to keep it rolling. So
as he's getting older, you're seeing that maturation of the young guy that you guys saw likes Jim to now.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. We're seeing the investment paying off now. We knew what we had with Caleb early on in his career, but it's molding a rock, or you're chipping like a sculptor goes in and chips away at something. That's what we have here. We're knocking off little chips,
like a diamond, man.
Something like that. He's a coal, I think.
That's awesome stuff. Big stuff coming up in March already.
Yeah, we're looking at returning to the fight game March 16th at the Minneapolis Convention Center. Joey Abel, Minnesota Ice, one of the biggest punchers in the world has seen. This kid is a tremendous puncher, tremendous athlete, returning to the game. We're also looking at bringing Javante Starks back. Javante Starks is a national champion, amateur national champion, who's 6-0, huge prospect. So got some great things.
So the card's not completely set yet?
It's not completely set, but we're pretty much getting everything all together, gluing all the pieces together and such.
ofights.com. Keep your eyes on that. Keep checking in. You'll keep everybody updated.
Absolutely.
A couple weeks later, we'll have more with Tony G and an update from Tony Time. You're the man. Thank you very much. Go get him, Golden.
I will.
Take care of that hand. Tony Time only here on GameON. Stay up with the Wolves and the NBA with my weekly blog at SimonSaysAtTimberwolves.com. You stay connected to all things inside the team. It's right at your fingertips. Drop me a note, Rod at GameOnTVMN.com, and look for a new Simon Says blog every Thursday at Timberwolves.com. Time again for the Kasi calendar. Kasi is the next big name in sports apparel. The Wolves get Philadelphia after the break. Wild with Detroit at 5 o'clock. Gopher basketball in Indiana. And the Vikings' next business will be in April for the NFL draft. In hockey, the Minnesota men host Minnesota Duluth. St. Cloud State and Michigan Tech. UND at Denver. Iowa State hosts North Dakota State. The Swarm get Edmonton on the 24th. The Twins will open against Detroit. The Lynx get Connecticut on June 1st. And the Roller Girls at Roy Wilkins Auditorium. The PGA with match play. Champions Tour at Newport Beach. NASCAR on the 24th launching the season. And Wheels of Thunder in Allegheny, New York. Game On Podcast features Rod Webby and the A-Train talking all things inside Game On. Check it out at GameOnTVMN.com. Kasi is the next big name in sports gear. It's confidence defined, confidence delivered. That's Kasi. On deck, the chef cooking up something special right here on Game On.
The Timberwolves Meal Deal, presented by Papa John's, is a great way to save money and watch Kevin Love, Brandon Roy, and Andre Kirilenko bring a playoff atmosphere back to Target Center. For just $25, you get an upper-level ticket, a hot dog, chips, small Pepsi, and a coupon for a free large Papa John's pizza. Tickets are only available for purchase in advance of game day. To purchase your meal deal tickets, go to timberwolves.com/meal deal. The Minnesota Timberwolves. Wolves United.
Hi, I'm Christian Ponder with the Minnesota Vikings. I know how important it is to fuel up so that I can be successful on and off the field. As a partner with the Taste of the NFL and the NFL's Play 60 programs, I am proud to encourage all of my fellow NFL players to do our part to make sure kids get the nutrition they need to learn and play at their best. Go to tasteofthenfl.com and NFL.com to find out how you can help. Welcome to the team.
Time again for the 60-second chef, my favorite part of the show. Chef Chris is back with us. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
You've loaded us up with some classics and some really, really hot growing items on the list. Take us around.
So we have our knife and fork pot roast. We're gonna have sriracha rings tonight, and then a Trinity dessert with 3 choices.
Wide ranging too, and this is Guinness what?
That is a Guinness mousse.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And this is a classic that we all love in the Midwest, but it's got everything in it. This looks like a holiday meal.
Better than a holiday meal. This makes you a holiday to eat this meal.
Oh my goodness. And the sriracha wings, that's something that is, to your Irish pub group, this is yours.
Yes, this is ours. It's developed within the group. Something we're really proud of, cutting edge.
Yeah, and the sriracha is not too hot. I've had them here. They're delicious. And a special time you can have them is Wednesday, did you say?
On Wednesdays, this order of wings is only $1.99.
Oh, this is
from
amazing.
2 o'clock till close.
And it's not too hot.
Well, it has the sriracha. It balances real nice with the beginning sweetness. It ends just a little bit hot. If you eat them real fast, you're gonna get some more heat. If you just take your time, savor them, it's gonna be great all the way throughout. Perfect amount of spice.
And then if you want, you can always have dessert. Or
the dessert will cool any palate.
It's very nice. Hot stuff, and so you can always get it. Come in. This is not your typical Irish pub food. A glorious menu.
Thank you. We're very proud of our menu.
Chef Chris is in the house, loving his food, only here in the 60-second. Time again for the GameON update. The Wolves and their fans very glad that the All-Star break is here, but one fan who's missing watching these guys play like this is Mitsuaki Ono. He is a season ticket holder who lives in Japan, recently back, and recently interviewed by our friend at the Wolves, Mark Remy.
It's been our 18th consecutive season to coming back to this Target Center to watch the Wolves game. And I'm a season ticket holder for 10 years. I came from Japan, Tokyo, near Tokyo, Kawasaki City. That's my original place.
And don't let the snow get you down. June 27th is coming faster than you can know, and that's Rod Simon's Golf for the Gift of Adoption tournament. It's our 6th annual to be held at Troy Byrne. Keep it at GameOnTVMN.com for more information as it gets closer. We'd love to have you take part in this great golf event. And that's our GameON update. One last check of the loudest voices of all, voice of the fan asking, are you having football withdrawal?
Yes, I mean, I do miss it. There is the basketball season coming up and the basketball playoffs that I can do, but definitely my Sundays are a little more free than they used to be, and I wish I could see some more football games for sure.
On deck, a taste of our taste special to come, only here on GameON.
Pick up the latest issue of Wheels of Thunder magazine. If it's on wheels, you'll find it in Wheels of Thunder. Full color photos of bikes, trikes, cars, trucks, and even sleds. High performance or right off the street. Mind-blowing power, speed, and custom touches. It's all in Wheels of Thunder magazine. Plus, find out about the latest races, rallies, and custom products and services in your area. Check out Wheels of Thunder on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Wheels of Thunder.
Lennox is more than just a name. We lead the way in home comfort products. Our invention of the first forced air furnace back in 1895 changed the way America lives.
Liberty Comfort Systems is a Lennox premier dealer.
That means they're trained and evaluated to meet the highest standards in the industry. Lennox continues to lead with high-efficiency technology and superior equipment.
And it's all backed by Liberty Comfort Systems.
Some of the best people in the business. Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce again. Here's the answer to your trivia question. The question was, name the oldest team in Major League Baseball. The answer? The Boston Red Sox. That was a good time, right? We'll see you Tuesday night at Bar Abilene for Trivia 8 to 10, and next week here on Game On.
Yes, it's time for our fantasy update. That's the guru. This is Brandon, one of the top finishers in the Malone's Fantasy Football Playoff Challenge. It went pretty well.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun, and a lot of people were able to claim some pretty sweet prizes.
And what do you have there? Malone's gift certificates?
Malone's gift cards, Timberwolves tickets, and
nice.
A lot of signed items too.
So you're in charge, in addition to being the guru, you send us out to all the top finishers.
Absolutely.
Very nice. Who are your top players?
Tom Brady. Can't beat Tom Brady.
Well, Colin Kaepernick did pretty well, though.
Yeah, he did. He was a force with his legs.
Yeah.
I think Julio Jones was a pretty good receiver for you, too.
Great, yeah, absolutely.
So you play a lot of fantasy football?
Oh, I love it.
Really?
Yeah.
How many leagues?
I was in 4 this year.
Really?
Yeah.
And you were like in 50?
No, just 4.
Just 4.
Yeah.
What's the key to picking a good team, in your opinion?
Luck of the draw. Little luck, little strategy.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, you've always said that, too.
Yeah, I mean, you never know who's going to get injured. You know, a first-round pick that AP last year.
Right.
It's always a little luck involved.
So very, very good stuff. Do you play the other leagues? Do you play like baseball and basketball, all those others?
Not as seriously. Football is the main sport.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty good stuff. Well, thank you for being a part of the playoff challenge. We appreciate it very much. Thanks to Malone's and the Wolves. Thank you, Guru, for organizing that entire event. And thank you for not winning.
I finished 19th, so I had to let 18 people feel.
Who was your top player, by the way?
My top player, I had a combo between Ray Rice, Frank Gore. They led me a little.
Yeah. Understandable. Thank you very much, Guru. See you at spring training.
Absolutely.
Very, very nice. And thank you again, and thanks to Malone's for sponsoring the Malone's Fantasy Football Playoff Challenge. And that's your fantasy update. Time again for the Mayak Minute. Hamlin made a big announcement over the last few weeks when the Pipers named Jim Wyatt their new baseball coach. Wyatt has been a Piper assistant for the past 9 years. He helped the Pipers to their first ever NCAA berth as a player back in 2000 through 2003. And that's the Mayak Minute. Whew, busy show it has been, and that is it for us this week. Thank you for letting us be a part of your weekend. Don't forget, we have all our updates at GameOnTVMN.com, all our links to our sponsors and teammates in this show. And as we leave you, we look forward to next week's show. It is a taste of the taste to come, the taste of the NFL, which was held Super Bowl weekend in New Orleans, Louisiana. So thank you for letting us be with you. Enjoy what's ahead and keep your game on.
I think this is the greatest cause ever.
I think hunger is a terrible thing that is all over the world. And I think it's very important for the companies that support the NFL also support charitable organizations that help people.
Party with a Purpose, it's absolutely fabulous. The charity auction is just amazing. The chefs are fabulous. The wine pairings are off the hook, fabulous.